They know they just got to hold on, but Abaddon actually in so much trouble. Abaddon goes down. They have to res that, or at least turn this fight somehow. Is that a glyph? There is a glyph, but it was already used. The decap does come through, though. Oh, that decap is so gnarly, but I think it's not enough, though. They've got to get this. Oh, wait. Okay, they get the 2 cap. They win on 2. They know that. They do know it, but they've actually got to get the 2 cap. All right. Let's get down to business. Do we actually have a worm team? Wait, what is this? Yeah. Let's see what we have here. We have some worms. Big cursed. Ah, Vague. Kelsa Vague 1v9. Rank 1 legend. Of course, guys. Kill. What the fuck is this? Just some random account. And Skiddo here as well with Zealith. Wait. Zealith now rendering as the red team for some reason. I don't really know what's going on there. Hopefully that changes back to blue on the Weaver. Very exciting. So we have a French team here. Free the worms. Let's see who's 55 playing. What are all these team names at? Oh, the Z Squadron, actually. Let's see, is it full Z Squadron? Okay, Notamelon, Zintrax. Okay, Demolish, Yui, and Arios. Okay, so Z Squadron here on red team. Default models. Yeah. Oh, yeah, let me turn that off. Man, I wish we had settings profiles. That's like big quality of life, guys. We need settings profiles, man. Because it's really good when you play normally. But obviously, you know, you do kind of want to see people's cool effects or cool characters when you're spectating. Okay, who's 55 playing with? Wait, did the opponents just give up?
Hold on to your points. Seize
I think the opponents did actually just give up. What's up with that, guys? Well, I mean, there you have it, I guess. More bags without buying gems? Well, I mean, you can buy bigger bags, but, I mean, you can just buy gems with gold. Easy. Huge value. Team Sugar Crush as well. This is Lisa's team, I believe. What is no? Let's see. No Knight team. No.
Grab the capture point.
Epic. Okay. Man, people's team names are so unbelievably inconsistent. Who knows what's going on here? I certainly don't. Let's see, do we have any other rosters? Because, yeah, the 55 game just, like, disappeared immediately. Do we actually have a... Do we have a French Worms team? I'm not sure if we do. I'm worried about my all-pug team. If they accepted. Well, I mean, maybe they didn't. Maybe you're out of the tournament. Maybe you're already depleted. Let's see. Is there anything else here? Arch Reaper of Gods, Father Pucci. Wow. Incredible. What an epic game, though. What is this? This team has like a nonsense team name over here. Ah, here we go. Yeah, we do have. Team Snowfall. Dude, this is like some Zoomer meme shit that I'm just never going to understand, to be honest. But in Trig I Trust. Okay, we have Breesis here. Weebaya. I guess that's Sakaya, right? Wait, why is it not working? What's I can't even see the character names, guys. And we have Cranel here as well. And it's a little bit rough here for the blue team. The blue team is getting absolutely farmed. They have 5 warriors here, guys. They have 6 points. They're literally running off respawn and feeding. Yeah. Does TAC play this monthly AT? I don't know. Okay, look. I'm sorry, guys. PvP is completely whack. I felt it didn't used to be this bad, by the way, guys. It really didn't used to be this bad. But these days, everyone's getting fucking permabanned, playing on an alt, okay, making a new account, making a new character every time, making a new account name every time. It's absolutely insane, guys. It is completely ridiculous. It didn't used to be this bad. As you can see here, Captain Crabface recording footage for his next commentary on balance. Honestly, if he roasts Mesmer Spear, I'll give him a pass on that one. Mesmer Spear, fucking cancer, to be honest. But it is what it is. It's all ArenaNet's fault? I mean, look. You should have activated Tack, Esprit. Okay, like, Tack must rise. Cranel is actually down. Cranel is... Will he be defeated by the Warriors? Oh, no! Cranel actually gets stomped out. The banner successfully lands, gets the kill. It's going to be 11 points in the pocket for the blue team. Or I think blue is now going to get tidied up by the opponents. ArenaNet actually ban you. Yes, Esprit is permabanned. Azaz as well. Azaz and Esprit are both permabanned, guys. Feels bad, man. You hate to see that. Unfortunately, the blue team is dead. Man, Temple games go really quickly because of stillness. You get so many points from stillness. Thanks, ArenaNet. Yeah, thanks, ArenaNet, indeed, for banning Tack. Tack has been destroyed. So I think the real question is going to be, like, what team is going to try and challenge 55? I'm not going to lie, I haven't seen a roster that challenges them yet. But you never know. This team is also winning really hard. Is this a powerful roster or is it just like a random stomp? Very stompy first round here. Very stompy first round. WMD Violate. Bro, it's fucking name, bro. Holy shit. That is edgy right there. Goodness me. Epic. Yeah, I kind of speculate that is kind of what ended up happening. Well, that's my understanding with the situation, is that, like, Azaz did a trade with someone on, Azaz did a trade with someone on Overflow, and the person he traded with, did RMT, and then both the accounts got terminated at, like, both ends of the trade. That's my understanding of the situation. Yeah. Unlucky. You hate to see that. Well, I mean, a very bloody first round, to be honest. Wow, yeah, like, these games are just cleaning up all over the place. Goodness me. They ban for RMT? I mean, of course, it's an MMO. Of course they ban for RMT. Now, how did Esprit get banned? Probably had some kind of interaction with Azaz. So in other words, like, either Azaz traded or like gave something. Oh, holy shit! Big pull! Azaz traded in some way with Esprit or interacted with his account. Like, they shared gold or something, or they shared an item. Is probably what happened.
Blue team grabbed the capture point.
And it just looks like they probably just nuked every account that was linked with the RMT account. I used to RMT the fuck out of Guild Wars 6. Wait, why would you even say that? Bro. What the hell? Yo, Snap the Goose with a raid. Dude, I can't believe you streamed Guild Wars 2 and didn't turn on the stream for, didn't even turn on the stream for Classic WoW. Also, Sneb, why are you not streaming the NA monthly? Although I guess, dude, Grim's not playing. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Okay, look. Do you know what Grimjack is, guys? I'll tell you what Grimjack is. Grimjack is like... No, I shouldn't say... No, I was gonna go with leaving a sinking ship, but that has some negative connotations. He's the canary in the coal mine, dude. Okay, that's what he is. He's the canary in the coal mine. When fucking Grim isn't playing the monthly, you know something's going wrong. That does not feel good. That's like despair, right? That's like actual despair.
Red team
wait, why are you guys doing RMT? What's going on here? We start talking about RMT, then all of a sudden I'm like, oh yeah, I did RMT. Oh yeah, I did it. I bought gold. I sold gold. What the hell's wrong with you people? Yeah. I'm calling. I'm picking up.
Just
Yo.
like that, blue team takes a capture point.
Hello.
Yo.
I was going to do the NA monthly, but then I did find out that Grimjack wasn't playing, and
Okay.
I just couldn't bring myself to spectate it because it felt like insanity. I just knew who was going to win, but yet I was going to watch it anyway. I couldn't do it, so I backed out. But I know that Awesomeness and Grimjack are casting it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, is there going to be another
Also, I have an
team?
announcement.
Oh, yeah? What's the announcement?
You are talking
Blue
to
team grabbed a capture
the
point.
proud owner
Oh, you
of
won
the
the
Guild
toaster?
Wars 2 toaster.
What did it end up going for?
It went for about half of what I thought it would, which is kind of funny. Okay, here I was ranting about this on my stream, but here's the thing. I messaged so many people about this toaster over the years. I found people that had the toaster and is like, I will give you X amount of money. And I offered people $500 USD for the toaster.
Oh, shit.
In person once I did this.
Wow.
I saw they won the toaster at this event and I was like, I'll give you $500 right now for the toaster. And they declined. A year later, I reached out to the same person. I was like, are you sure you don't want to? And they declined. Then there was this other guy. I did the same thing, offered him a whole bunch of money and he said he would do it. And then he ghosted me. So this is my third time. This one goes up on eBay and it sold for about 400 Canadian, which is, I don't know. Let me check. 400 CAD to USD. About $280 USD. I think it's crazy. I offered so many people so much money for this toaster, and I ended up getting it for less than I thought.
Wow. Big value.
Yes.
Yes, Sneb is RMTing. This is a very powerful 55 roster. Man, EU is going to be... This is going to be a rough AT. There's no worms. It's Syndrina, Abindo, Boyce, Misha, and Draza. Yeah.
Oh, that is a... Yeah.
This is going to be pretty brutal. I'm not going to lie, guys. This is going to be rough. The red team, they have two core guardians. That's all I can say, really. Like this is going to be a very painful game for the opponents. Syndra on Willbender, Abindo on the Reaper here as well. Absolutely love to see that. Reaper is back, guys. Okay, Reaper is back. Let me tell you that. Misha probably going to be playing support Mesmer by the looks of it. Draza on Catalyst. As you can see there. Arcane Fire and Catalyst. Very exciting. Yeah, right now, man, this is kind of scuffed, man. I don't see any team that even comes close to contesting this in the roster right now. I feel like I almost shouldn't say that because, you know, I'm kind of de-hyping the tournament to an extent, but I'm not going to lie, guys. I can't lie to you. I gotta be real. Like, there is no roster that contests this, not even close. It's going to be a rough one. Chrono, Condi, Reaper meta. Are we back in ESL? Well, I mean, it's support Chrono as opposed to Condi Chrono. But yeah, almost. We got a Tempest in here, and then we got the Chrono playing Condi 1v1 with Portal. Then we're back. We are so back to the ESL days. Oh, actually, yeah, the Zeolith team. The Zeolith team could maybe contest, but it's going to be a challenge. We'll see what they can cook. The Zeolith team is powerful. I kind of forgot about that one, actually. Because I had it in my mind that Worms aren't playing. Wait, Draza also instantly dies. What's up with that? Okay. Indetronable. Okay. Instantly feeds in this matchup. Because all 5 of the... I like this. I respect this, man. All 5 of the red team is here because they want to get some points, right? They want to try and get a couple of points. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. As Boyce about to move in to kind of join this 5v5. But yeah, red team actually nearly have the cap, but I don't think they're going to be able to get it, unfortunately. They're able to kind of get this clean up there. And they contest that, and that's going to be a 500-0 game. Yeah, it's brutal.
Do you think it's all just going to be complete? This is why I didn't do the NA one. I was like, man, it's just going to be an absolute...
It's a bit of a bloodbath. Yeah, this
landslide.
is the other really powerful team here. We have Skitto, we have a French Reaper, we have Kill, we have Vague, 1v9, rank 1 legend, and Project Zeolith. The Zeolith team. Yeah, this is the team that could maybe, well,
Wow.
we'll have to see. I mean, they could cook. I could see them cooking, actually. I actually have to take it back. I disrespected the the second Worms. Because the thing is, I just had it in my mind that, oh well, Spree's not playing, so there's no tack. And without tack, there's no possibility of victory, Snub, let me tell you that. No tack, no win. But we'll see what they can cook up. It's another 500-0 game over here, though, as well. Of course, there are a couple of rosters. I'm definitely expecting to see the Z Squadron make it. Like, the Z Squadron should be making it, I believe, into the kind of like the elimination phase of this tournament as well. I haven't seen the Sugar Crush team either. What's up with that? Sugar Crush team? Wait, did Sugar Crush just not... Wait, did Sugar Crush just not accept the queue or something? It says they lost, but I don't think they even played their first game. Wait, did they just not accept queue? What happened?
Ooh.
Wait, does that mean they're
Interesting
out?
twist.
Wait, I think they're out then. What? Well, I mean, okay then. It is what it is. Yeah, watch out for that. Lisa didn't accept Q? Where? What? Are you kidding me? For the monthly? That's quite the clown fiesta. Well, I mean, unlucky, I guess. You hate to see that, my friends. You really, really do hate to see it. I don't really know what to make of that. That's actually just... And look, that sucks. That's just -1 team, because that team's rather powerful, actually. Look, I'm honestly... Look, I don't want to say this now, but I'm going to say it anyway, because I actually do want to say it. I have it on good authority, actually, that Team Sugar Crush faced Draza in Weekly AT, and he Alt F4'd during it. That's how powerful they are. Very, very powerful, guys. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Their team name is Escaped the Kitchen. Sugar Crush. Sadly, not going to be making Draza Alt F4 in this particular tournament, because they're not in this particular tournament. So unlucky. Are there any close games? Man, every game is a stomp. No joke, dude. Look, every game is a fucking stomp, man. Actually, wait, this Z Squadron game is kind of close. Let's have a look in the Z Squadron game. Okay. We have Downstate God X on Berserker. Eddie RDPS. Wing Feathers. Shrouty and WMD Violate on the Thief. Yeah. You know, this is... I'm really surprised to see a Thief being played here. Like, Thief does not feel good in this current meta, to be honest. It really, really does not feel good. Are we playing double support, Chrono? We actually are. It's double support here from Lava Ball and Yui. Demolish here, of course, on the Untamed as well. Zintrax and Notamel are now in the mix, too. So an interesting match. Blue team's starting to take a lead, though. Looks like Red had a good start. Yeah, they picked up a couple of kills early on, but now Blue has started to take control of this game. Yeah, getting more kills here. Zintrax and Lava Ball kind of winning this 2v2 pretty convincingly into this Berserker and, of course, the Willbender. And yeah, weird comp, to be honest, from Red. Very, very weird comp. And double support is going to be so brutal for this Thief. Like, I'm going to be real here, guys. Like, this is essentially a 4v5. Because Thief into a double support comp is essentially useless. You can say it just dies. It's not going to be capable of being in any of these team fights. The two supports can simply rotate between these nodes just fine. Meanwhile, we also have powerful side node as Zintrax and Demolish, more than capable of holding these 1v1s until reinforcements arrive. Then the Reaper just here to kind of lock down the team fight as well for the blue team from Notamel. And so, yeah, bit of a wacky situation. Not the best map for the Thief either, of course, here. Very small map. It's easy for blue team to control it. Again, using this double support combo. And yeah, Chrono, even after all the nerfs, still incredibly powerful, actually. Very, very powerful indeed. I thought 55 would run Mirage. Well, I think people are just kind of team fighting a bit more now. Like, Mirage doesn't live the team fight. That's the issue. It is very, very squishy. It's a little bit like a Thief, right? Like, it has a huge amount of damage. And in fact, I think it's kind of like... It's a Thiefier version of Thief currently. It has that very high mobility, high escapability. Can even hold its own in 1v1s pretty okay too. But the problem is that when it's in that team fight, you're going to really struggle to connect your damage because you're so vulnerable. Like, very easy to focus and pressure away. And if you get pressured, you're just not going to be able to connect that damage on... You know, you're not going to connect that DPS particularly well when you're playing the build. Okay, here we go. Potential burst. Escaping.
Red team wins a capture point.
Can red team recover? I think the answer to that is probably no. How many teams are actually in this 18?
Yeah. It's 14 on NA.
14? 14? Wait, how many rounds is it? Is it a 4-round AT?
I have no idea. How would I check that?
You just click on the tournament, see how many rounds it has. How many teams are there in Cormor's Clash here? 20. So because there's 20 on EU. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, it's 4 rounds. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's so brutal. 4-round monthly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 on EU, I think. So EU with 7 more teams than NA.
Grab the capture point.
Yeah, the good news is that it's actually... There's actually a couple good games going on. Like, USA is playing... essentially the team Grimjack would normally play on.
But without
and
Grimjack,
they're doing pretty well.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
It's like a 40-point game halfway through.
All right. Wait, 40 points? Oh, isn't there within 40 points? Who have they got instead of
Yeah,
Grim?
they're within 40 points.
Blue team
Who do they have? They have Sway. I'm just reading account names. I don't freaking know who everybody is. I think it's really annoying. Sway, Doze, Jones Boy, Misfire, Psych Wolf.
Okay. That's pretty interesting. I'll have to see how they if they're able to compete. Of course, we have seen this. This does happen sometimes, right? Like this has happened on EU too. But you know, sometimes the favorite kind of gets caught off guard a little bit in Swiss, and they kind of figure it out by the actual finale, right? I believe Grimjack's team has had that situation happen a couple of times where they win in Swiss, even convincingly, but then like have a little bit more difficulty in the finals, and that's absolutely happened on EU as well. And the reverse, of course, right? The Worms have struggled a lot in you know, in Swiss, but then they kind of have a cook and they deploy it in the finals. So looking at Swiss can be a little bit of a red herring sometimes, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm watching, they just misrotated a little bit, and now Blue has a massive advantage.
Ooh.
They're gonna either
Blue is
triple
USA,
cap
right?
or
Blue is USA?
Yeah, Blue is
or
USA.
Blue is USA, yeah. Well,
yeah, they're still up by only 50, but they just took complete map control, and they're just bulldozing people now.
The problem that these teams have is that, and I think this is very true of USA and 55, right, is that they've played with each other for so long, they just have such a synergistic advantage over a lot of the other rosters. That's why Grimm's team was so powerful, because it was, I think, one of the most consistent teams out there, right? Like, you know, French Worms, very consistent, USA and 55, pretty consistent as well. And you had Grimm's team pop up, you know, Dark USA, and they were also highly consistent, highly powerful, you know, even winning, you know, winning a lot of monthlies, right? You're consistently able to compete versus Team USA as well. Okay.
Definitely.
End of that round. I guess it's like Team Snowfall versus Worms. Could be pretty interesting. Where are all the NGs? NG, like, you know what's actually really interesting? It's not that NG is even bad right now. It's more like that other shit is better, right? For example, there's like loads of, I think there's a good chunk of like very skilled players who play NG in ranked currently, but it doesn't make the cut in the 5-man comp. You know what I mean, guys? It just doesn't make the cut in the 5-man comp. As of right now. And there are some really strong builds out there currently. I think another like slight problem with the meta right now is that there's a bit of a stranglehold. Like, we have this kind of support meta popping up, so you kind of have to be able to team fight. So builds that aren't team fighting are struggling a little bit currently, I think. Worms are not playing, by the way. Yeah, I'm aware that Worms aren't playing. We have Free the Worms playing. But yeah, unfortunately, there are no Worms this time around. Three NG mains in ranked? I mean, yeah, but they're all pretty decent, no? Like, I've seen Demolish play NG a fair bit. Like, Hollow is playing NG a lot as well. When Zan comes back to the game, he'll play NG, you know? Like, he'll be back. Huge. Floody back? Ah, dude, yeah, we need... Man, we need Ultranom back. What the fuck? Ultra was such a good team. It was such a hype roster. Ultranom must return. They're all gone, guys. All the NGs, they fled the game. I miss Ultra. Yeah, I miss that team. That was a really, really cool team, actually. Very, very cool team. Would have been epic. Yeah, spam this thumb for Ultra Numb. Who is an Ultra Numb? Let's see. It was Fly, Floody, Kira, Gornet, and wait, who was the last? Oh no, I feel terrible. Who is the last player in Ultranum? It's gonna be really obvious when someone reminds me who it was. Oh yes, Capablanca, of course, yeah. Of course! How could I forget? Or at least, wait, I think they had a couple of variants, right? They had a couple of variants. But yeah, definitely that was the roster as well. Spam this thumb for Ultranum, exactly. Yeah, Moto 1 qualifiers are really good because they had that storyline of beating 55, right? Yeah. Free Dome? Wait, why is Dome banned? Dude, I do like this roleplay from Kill. He's like, free my brothers. Sneb, the worms are fucking permabanned, dude. What do you think about that? What do you think?
The worms?
Yeah, they're permabanned. Azaz and Esprit. They're gone. They got deleted from the game. And of course, Esprit is Worm's leader, aka the big worm. Azaz, the dark worm. Revenant Enjoyer. Worm fan. This could actually be a pretty interesting game, though, actually. Red team, very powerful, I think. And look, you guys asked for NG, here it is. Sakaya busting out the core. Have you seen this? Have you tried this build, Snow, by the way? Because you like NG, right? With the Tyrant Amulet? Yeah. And Relic of Vast, have you tried this?
I have not.
Yeah, maybe you should. It's kind of cool, right? Because it's got the Elixir Relic. After using a healing or Elixir skill, your next few attacks inflict poison. That's the Relic of Vass coming through there. And of course, you have Elixir Gun and a couple of other elixirs too. So you get a lot of that poison application. And you're using Tyrant Amulet with Spear, right? So you have power and conditioner, which is very much a hybrid build, utilizing that slightly hybrid nature, of course, of the Spear. And a lot of NG weapons, right? A lot of NG abilities do have that hybrid element to them. Like grenades, very notably, right? Having both power and condition damage on them. Does struggle a bit against this Weaver, though. Like, Weaver, very, very tanky, as you can see, using Hammer here, guys, to survive. And the NG is kind of just bouncing off it, really. Not really able to connect a lot of that damage and just getting shoved away. Yeah. Dude, this is a bloodbath now, actually. Maybe you shouldn't play this build. This build's getting absolutely farmed by Weaver currently. Although, hang on. Yeah. Big bleeding coming through. Lands the poison grenades as well, but no, the cleanse is actually pretty damn good on the Weaver, and it seems to be doing okay for now. But hold on, 4k health. Uh-oh. Needs to get to that healing skill. He's able to do it, but actually the pressure from Sakaya. Oh. Hold on. Zealith might have to actually run away in terror as the engineer shuts him down. That's a massive CC. Is that the kill? I think it is. Dude, there it is. Game over. It was looking very, very rough at the start, but the Weaver actually gets annihilated in the end by the core engineer, winning this 1v1. Bit of a spooky one, but gets there in the end. However, blue team is kind of winning.
Play that build there.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's an advert right there, guys. Like, log in, NG mains, NG enjoyers. However, the blue team did do pretty damn well in the team fight. That's the kind of the issue. And this is a team fight map as well here on Capricorn. So red team is going to have to figure out how to solve this. We have the Tempest being played here, but it's a double support, I believe. This is very, very painful, Sneb. I'm sure you've seen this in a lot of the ATs you've seen as well. This double support comp, it makes the team fight very, very difficult for your opponents if they don't have that as well. They actually do, though. They have the Tempest and the Chrono as well. Being played. So a slight difference in kind of approach, having the Tempest in there as well. Of course, the Tempest has that massive healing power. And, of course, the Auras. Aura's really powerful in the team fight. The Magnetic Aura, the Immobilize, the Shocking Aura, all that kind of good stuff. Very, very powerful indeed. Versus the Chronomance, which has that massive boon support. A lot of stability, of course, on the Chronomance, in addition to all the other good stuff like Time Warp, an incredibly powerful tool to drop in the team fight. Giving your entire team super speed and quickness is super nice while slowing your opponents. Very good for survivability and, of course, increasing the damage output of your team at the same time. Bell is now up. The teams aren't going to be able to fight over it, though. They're going to have to actually leave their Jewelers to handle that. Ooh, but the red team do end up losing their Chrono, and I think that means that they're probably just going to die in this team fight now. As they are down to support. Also, the Untamed being eliminated over here as well. Sakaya does go for the relog onto the Weaver, too. Dude, look, honestly, I fucking respect that, dude. This is do you see that, Snap? He won the 1v1 on the against the Weaver, then immediately relogs to Weaver. That's high tier. So he never wanted to lose. He has a 100% win rate into Weaver on the core NG build. Love to see that. However, again,
wild.
The strength of the blue team here very much is this team fight. Right, and they've been consistently doing very, very well. I do like the Reaper here as well, and I think that the Reaper in these team fights is going to be a really big problem for the red team. Having that double support on this Reaper, that means this Reaper just has free reign to pretty much do whatever he wants. And it's going to be bringing that massive team fight pressure. Well of Darkness for massive AoE damage, Blind, Chill, all that kind of good stuff. Boon Corrupt. Also, you know, in abundance on this build, as you are actually playing Devouring Darkness, you have Lingering Curse, you have that AoE boon removal, in addition to all of the Necro good stuff, Path of Corruption in there as well. Just like the huge condition damage pressure that comes from having these Reapers in the team fight. And now that it can survive, right, it's able to live, right, in these team fights with that double support, then it just kind of completely wreaks havoc and does so much damage. And I think that a lot of the classes on the red team are a little bit vulnerable to this, right? Like, they do get corrupted and kind of killed pretty easily. We do actually have Vague going down there. Vague 1v9 has fallen, so blue team going to have to try and defuse this fight, but they've already been holding a 2-cap for a very long period of time, and that means they're just getting so many points off this. And as long as they don't just completely crumble here and die, they should be okay. However, Chronomon's in a little bit of trouble. Gets the Time Warp down. Other Chrono going for the support. Of course, Signet of Illusions does not fully recharge anymore, guys. Bear that in mind. You don't get a guaranteed extra Distort when that happens, so not enough to escape. And the Bell's coming up, so red maybe could get a big snowball off this. This Reaper is going to really struggle to disengage, obviously. Not the strength of the Reaper. Like, once the fight ends, it's going to get a little bit rough, so probably seeing the Reaper go down here as well. Drops the Well of Darkness to try and hold on for a little bit longer, but it's not going to be enough. And red team gets completely kind of reset on the map here, killing all of blue. Bell coming up in 5 seconds. They're looking to get rid of the remaining kind of couple of blue players over here at the same time. No renewed focus here on the Guardian, at least for the time being. And Bell should be pretty free. Red. Yeah, I mean, red got a very good fight there, but they need to be careful not to overextend. And Cranel maybe gets caught a little bit, kind of pushing really, really deep there. Goes in the downside. Can they res that? I think this is resable, with the Tempest helping as well. Okay, there we go. They get that recovery. Red team going to get the Bell for free now. This is a very powerful recovery. They've got to keep this momentum, though. But Cranel in a little bit of trouble. Very nice juke there using the flash combo. There's the renewed focus. That will, of course, communicate to the blue team that he is a little bit vulnerable. No more invulnerability on this Guardian. And now red going to go ahead and take this fight. They're going to go for Vague. Ooh, Vague getting blasted. Does have the renewed focus of his own. Of course, Cranel still pretty vulnerable in this situation. Yeah, and now Vague is going to go for that kill. Some good mobility here from Cranel. Is it going to be enough, though? The support is very nice from the red team here as well. Brees is trying to keep this Willbender alive. Water Overload, I believe, did not connect there. Just teleport right at the last second. And that's a downside. Is that revivable again? I'm not sure if it is. No, the cleave is absolutely massive from the red team. And Red, after a very kind of potent comeback there, they might have just kind of got themselves back into a losing position again. But they did gain a lot of points back, so it's certainly not over. The Reaper's build. Yeah, it's just the standard Death Magic build. The standard one. Although, actually, it's using Augury of Death versus Chilling Nova, actually, which I think is quite an interesting choice. It's very interesting, actually. I guess a little bit more sustain. I do like Chilling Nova, though, so I feel you get a good chunk of extra damage from this. Extra AoE chill every 10 seconds. But, listen, this is a big gamer. They will have chosen what they've chosen for a reason.
Just like that, blue team takes a capture point.
Yeah, blue kind of getting back.
Red team
Back into the driving seat here. Reaper building up life force, and they're just kind of getting ready to take this next fight. Supports in position. Yeah, and they want that Willbender. Willbender is public enemy #1 in this game, much like it is on the forums.
Wait, where did the NG go?
He relogged. He won the 1v1, and then it instantly relogged.
Oh!
It's based. Well, now, red team kind of turning it around onto Vague. Vague 1v9. Will he actually be 1v9 in this game? That's the question. Definitely not. Support's very much on the side of this Willbender.
Be ready to give the signal.
A little bit of a dance of death here, as Cranel is once again under fire. Renewed focus still available, I believe, for both Willbenders. So they have the ability to get out of these tight situations. Bell is now available again. Sakai not going to greed for it, though. Wants to get in on this fight to help out. And Red, if they want to win this game, they're going to have to make something now. Yeah, Sakai just going to go for this Bell, actually. Trust the team to kind of defuse the situation, but well, I'm not sure if that's going to happen, as we do have that Chronomancer going down, and this is very, very scary. Ooh, Chrono actually is able to contest as well, so this not really paying off for the red team, unfortunately, as the fight on middle did not last long enough for Sakai to kind of get that Bell for free. Chrono under a lot of pressure, but still has cooldowns. I don't think Chrono should die here, especially as we have the rotation from the other Chronomancer. Also moving in, going up to 400 points. And if this Bell goes through, blue team is absolutely going to be winning this game. Almost guaranteed. Let's see if that's going to happen. Sakaya is going to have to do a little bit of magic to try and hold off it. Playing the Weaver. Look, if he was on NG, he would have 1v4'd by now. But on Elementalist, look, I heard that class is terrible, and it's clearly not going to be good enough in this situation. He's doing his best to hold on, and to be fair, he's doing a good job of it. The hold is impressive, even in a 1v4 scenario. Does manage to hold on until the Chronomancer gets here. I don't think it's going to be quite good enough here. Cranel trying to counter pressure to go for some kind of desperation revive, but that is not going to happen. Chronomancer goes down yet again. Intrig, I trust, moving in. Also, there's a... Have you seen this, like, really scuffed UI bug? Now you can... The spectator team is now listed in the spectate UI, yeah. Like, Intrig I Trust name is being overlapped by GM Twilight Scribe.
Huh.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a fiesta.
That's very odd, actually.
Yeah, you think that's an unusual situation?
Yes.
Z Squadron win the game as well. So 3 teams of 3-0, 55. Worms and Z Squadron. Well, kind of scuffed Worms. So it's Worms versus Z Squadron now. Or, well, free the Worms. Would you free the Worms?
Would I free the worms?
Yeah. I mean, would you?
What did they do?
Well, I mean, I'm not entirely sure.
How bad was it, Teapot?
Well, I mean, just answer the question, Snev. Okay.
How bad were their sins?
Well, I mean, what if I don't tell you? What if it's like a mystery? Okay, what if I tell you their sins after you answer if you'd free them? So you have to make the call. Like, how bad do you think it could have been? Like, what do you think the probability was that it was really bad? And you're saying that you'd unban them. Because bear in mind, if, like, what if they, like, killed a man? Okay, and you say you'd unban them, And then I say, wow, you're saying you'd unban a murderer. Like,
Yeah, that's pretty bad, you know.
yeah.
Then I'm in pretty big trouble, I think.
They got banned
Interesting.
because they're French.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that's true. That's the reason.
The match starts soon.
Do you not believe that?
That's pretty intense, I guess, but...
Yeah, Bindo going with the relog. Maybe not going for the Reaper. Or maybe a different Reaper. Or maybe it's going to be the Revenant. Let's see what happens. I mean, red team, they might struggle here.
Hold on to
Oh, no,
your
he just
points.
relogs. Never mind.
Seize theirs.
A simple relog. Oh, yeah, because he's doing the... Oh, yeah. He's relogging because of the Necro Shroud bug. Nice. This is actually so disgusting, by the way, guys. Holy shit. Yeah. Look at that. He has full Shroud at the start of the game, Sneb. That's busted. Actually broken. It's actually really fucking overpowered, to be honest. Holy shit. He's juiced. Look at that. Full Shroud. Incredible. Now, weird game, of course. Double support being played. Not going to be a double support, though, from the blue team. And actually, Boyce actually goes down here. Boyce has been taken out by Intrig I Trust.
Blue team grabbed the
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. So a big win there at the start of this game, actually, for the red team. The Master of Disaster also under pressure on the support Chronomancer, but they are turning it around now onto Breesis. Looking for that kill. They do get it. And bear in mind, in the current metagame, there's not really a lot of revive potential going around. So when someone dies, they die. Here on the red team, yeah, Breesis gets cleaved out, generating the rally onto Misha, the Master of Disaster. Heals coming through. This Chrono's still under pressure, though. Taking massive damage here. Tries to get onto Rifle for the cell field. Not able to quite get it. Abindo trying to come in for the cleave, but that's actually not going to happen here. Abindo's going to get obliterated here as well. Again, a Reaper on its own is not going to live for that long, as you can see there. And actually a very, very bad start here for 55. Sneb 55 just got obliterated in the team fight.
Oh, that's not good.
Sin Nilly, he attempted the jump, didn't get it. He didn't go for the ego move to try and get it again, though. I do respect that. A lot of people would go for the ego move, Sneb. Would you go for that? Like, if you missed the jump on Colosseum, like, how many tries do you go for, like, before you just give up?
That is a good question. I don't know.
Do you go 1 try or 2 tries?
Maybe 2. Maybe 2.
Incredible.
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
Okay. Well, 55 kind of recalibrated themselves now. It's going to be the Condi Rev from Draza, by the way, in the 1v1 position, facing off against, of course, the Weaver. Seems to be having a little bit of difficulty, actually. Now has the Glint Heal back up again. Gets quite a big CC, but because of the shield defensive abilities, should be absolutely fine, at least for the time being. Now, it really is going to come down to, can 55 do okay in this team fight? Looks like they absolutely can. Untamed getting sniped almost immediately here. Boyce going for that revenge, going for that cleave. Revive from red being attempted, but no. The blue team pounces on that, goes for the cleave just barely in time. Zintrax is the chosen one, of course, one of the powerful members of Z Squadron. And now Blue kind of having re-cemented themselves in this game, looking to kind of assert control over it. Looking for another kill in the Tempest. They get it almost immediately. Chronomons are having to run away now in absolute terror. And Draza also slowly looking like he's actually getting control of this point versus the Weaver. Damage coming through there, and yeah, the Weaver, just way too much pressure there. The conditions coming through. Very dangerous there. This Condi Hero build, even though it did get nerfed, this patch still an absolute force to be reckoned with, and also has that really nice bonus that's also very powerful in the team fight. Having said that, though, Draza very, very low there, getting, of course, that 1v2 from the Untamed moving in. Support there from the Chrono comes in right at the last second, actually trying to turn it around a little bit onto that Untamed. Untamed going to have to back off a little bit. Another pretty brutal fight over here as well. Syndrina getting the kill onto Kranel combined with Boyce and the Chronomons. This kind of 2v2 scenario going very favorably towards the blue team. And after a bit of a stumble, a bit of a wobble at the start of the game, 55 now an incredibly dominant position. Abindo going to be contesting this buff as well. Is he going to make it there in time? Maybe just barely. Yep, does manage to get it. Denies the shield buff. We'll now begin this 1v1. And Reaper, honestly, in these 1v1s, it can do okay. Especially if you got like positions where you can LOS and you got terrain to abuse in these kind of smaller spaces. This is where like Reaper can actually be quite the formidable force to deal with. But actually, Syndra able to move in there for the reinforcement as well. And that's going to be another kill secured in favor of rank 55. Sin going for the cleave there, finishing that. Actually gets trapped as Abindo gets the shield. Very funny, but imagine if you got trapped there, you couldn't leave. Imagine if that happened. It's like if you...
Yeah, you're just
there.
Done.
Yeah, it's over. Like, you can't get out. Like, only the person who gets the buff can leave. You actually just have to relog at that point. You're trapped for all time. Meanwhile, another fight popping up. And Red Team just keep bleeding players. I think they need to go for a... If they want to kind of recover in this game, they're going to have to go for a bit of a reset. They need to go for hard reset. Have you ever attempted hard reset, Snub?
I mean, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta say, when there was one night where I was just about to go to bed, it was like 10:30 p.m. I load up Twitch to see, hey, what's going on? And I see that you're streaming, and I think, surely this must be some kind of glitch, right? There's no way that you're streaming at 10:30 p.m. my time, because that's, it's like 6 in the morning for you. But no, you were there, and I fell asleep, and you were still going. So I think you've basically already done hard reset.
I love hard reset. Anyway, Syndra getting bursted down. Goes into the renewed focus, though. He's able to survive quite nicely. Backs off a little bit before re-engaging, and 55 now with the triple cap. Now, Red have kind of reset themselves here a little bit. And if they can start winning this fight, that's where stuff can kind of get going, but it's easier said than done. Ooh, Syndra in a little bit of trouble. If Cradle able to get that kill, does get it. So Red Team showing a little bit of life here, but they did just lose the buff, and that is going to be a little bit problematic, I think.
Blue team has obtained an artifact.
Okay. And yeah, 55 do a good job of not losing any more than just that single player there. Syndra are now back in the mix. And yeah, 55 didn't lose anyone else. So Red Team not really getting a lot out of that. They haven't even been able to get another decap yet. Now their Chronomancer, Misha, Houdini himself, is in a little bit of trouble here. But the reinforcements are able to kind of save the day. And this Chronomancer is going to be A-okay, at least for the time being. Okay. And actually, Red Team get a couple of kills here. But the rally comes through. As unfortunately, the Untamed from Red Team did get taken out, rallying 2 of those players. That is absolutely brutal. Red Team just having a couple of these opportunities to win these fights, but just slightly falling short. Very tragic for this team, actually. I think that's going to be the final nail in the coffin. Don't think Red Team has any possibility of recovering now as a massive snowball is coming through here from the blue team. Scouring the Red Team from the Coliseum. They're going to be moving on to the next game. We're probably going to see a French team versus 55 then, and let's see if anyone can stop these guys. Oh, we actually have Z Squadron versus the French team here. Ooh, it's a bit of a spicy one here as well. It's going to be the Mirage coming out here from Nonamelon, actually. Very interesting. Going away from the Reaper towards that Mirage. Zintrex on the Spellbreaker. And we have that double Chronomancer set up again from Lava Ball and Yui. Then Demolish, potential burst, now activated as well. And there you have it. Vague, trying to escape there, yeah. Very wisely cancelled his heal skill there. He's going to go for that heal, realize the Mirage would simply kill him during that, or at least go for an interrupt during that time. Don't think he actually had one available, but still a kind of a good little mind game there by Vague. Vague 1v9, of course, Sneb. Rank 1 legend. Legitimate rank 1 legend. It's important to underline that. Every time.
Rank 1.
Yeah, rank 1. Much like Floor was rank 1. But anyway, here he is once again. They're pumping in this 2v2. Kill moves in to support this Willbender. They're going to try and turn this pressure and onto the Mirage. Are they going to be able to get that? The Mirage has got nothing left. It's probably going to end up... Oh, gets a big CC, though, actually. Massive CC. The evasion combo is powerful. Shield now available, too. Very good survival here from the Mirage on blue team. But is it going to be enough, actually? This Willbender is going to be relentless, I think, in chasing down this blue Mirage hit. Ooh, nice portal. Evacuating out that Mesmer, but it's not enough. Wow, that Willbender, that speed. Just a little bit too much. All of that teleportation. A little bit too much for Nonamelon to get out of there, unfortunately. And that's the end of that. Blue team, though, still kind of maintaining a bit of an advantage. Taking out the Reaper and the Chronomancer in middle. Very nice fight here for the blue team. And yeah, this double support. Well, it's double support on both teams, in fact, of course. Slightly going the way of blue team right now. Just the superior team fight. Kind of these superior 2v2s. And yeah, the Reaper not cutting it. Ooh, and Zealeth gets bursted down from like 100 to 0 in a couple of seconds there as well by Zintrax and Demolish. Demolish fully activating. Zintrax's build, what is he running actually? You do not see many warriors these days, guys. But it looks like it is going to be, yeah, it's actually it's strength Spellbreaker, actually. That kind of explains how much damage he was doing in kind of contributing to that kill onto Zealeth there. Strength, Discipline, with the Berserker Amulet, Rune of the Fighter, and Relic of the Midnight King for that Fury application, right? With Fury, of course, on Spellbreaker, you have very high precision because you have all the extra stats from Attacker's Insight. So if you have Fury, you're pretty much going to be critting basically every single time. Very, very good there. You can see 70% crit chance. You have a little bit more with Attacker's Insight. You're going to be absolutely blasting people, my friends. And yeah, with that strength trait, and look at this. You have Aggressive Onslaught for that quickness uptime. You will obliterate things with this build. Very, very high DPS indeed. Okay. And let's see if Red Team kind of get back into this, because so far, Red Team actually really struggling. Struggling big time against this blue roster here. The blue roster just annihilating currently. Let's see what they can do. The Reaper is now activated, but this Reaper just getting bullied, to be honest. Just getting bullied hard in these team fights. Trying to hold on. Gets onto a decent bit of terrain spot here, actually. So is now going to be able to free cast a fair bit. Gets a massive Condi Burst onto Lava Ball. And there might be a dead Chronoman, so all the support is pretty juicy, though. The healing is big. Is it going to be enough to get that kill? I believe that should be it. There it is. There's the kill. Now let's see if they can actually convert that into something else. Yeah, Notamelon also does end up falling, so this could be a bit of a beginning of Red Team's recovery. Oh, they actually don't finish the kill onto Lava Ball, so that's going to be a revive. I don't think that can be denied. No, it can't. Maybe a little bit too greedy on leaving that revive. Didn't anticipate that res to come through, and all of a sudden, actually, Red Team, a bit of a blunder there. Get punished for it. Skiddo falls. One support Chrono eliminated. There's still a second one available for this Reaper, but this is definitely not a situation where less is more. Quite the opposite, in fact. Less is just less. And that Reaper is now exposed. They do manage to get a miracle kill, though, onto Nolan. You can see the fragility of that Mirage, but the cleave is big onto the Chrono 2. Can they get the revive? Oh, no! Oh, no! Blue team actually crumble here! Yui falls, Lava Ball as well, a crazy downstate battle, 3 kills coming through for Red, and Zintrax is exposed here as well. Does have the mobility with Bull's Charge, so I think he should be okay, get to this kiting spot. But Red Team getting a very decisive victory. All of a sudden, very much on the back foot. Let's see what Red's going to do. How are they going to handle this advantage? What's their plan here? Ooh, the fact that they're getting this bleed. This is a very painful bleed, actually. Agonizing bleed onto Lava Ball. And they kill Zintrax. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. This is really bad. We are not going to have a full blue team again for another 20 seconds or so with Zintrax. If Demolish dies here, that could honestly be game ending. I really like this from Nonamelon splitting Red, kind of forcing a response in, not re-engaging into that fight, trying to play the map a little bit and slow things down. But if we see more kills here, this could be very game ending. And blue team know it. They're playing this smart. They're playing passively here, getting a full regroup before getting in there again.
The artifacts have reached maximum power.
Okay. Ooh, that's a juicy artifact here for Vague. Doesn't get the sword, but looks like Nodamel's going to get that. We'll be able to blink up there immediately. So it's going to be 1 for 1. It's good to have that extra defensive capacity, though. It will be very nifty for the Reaper to have that defense to live in these team fights. Massive burst now coming onto Skiddo as well. Some good kiting here there. Time Warp, I think, is ready yet. There it goes. Boom. We get the double Time Warp available, too. Absolute chaos in this team fight. This Reaper just doing its best to connect. Get that damage output. Is under pressure. Has that super speed from the Mesmer, though. Really useful for kiting. And, ooh, the health bars are looking a little bit scary for blue right now. That Reaper taking its toll in that fight. Oh, here comes that Mirage, though. And Mirage, very, very dangerous. And this isn't actually an outnumbered fight against Red. And yeah, that sword buff comes through. Oh, but the revive on Vague from the shield counters the sword. But we are outnumbered here for Red. So Red need to be very, very careful here. They are slightly less mobile than their opponents. And Mirage from Notamelon, very, very good in these situations for kind of outmaneuvering your opponents, of course. And Red Team going to have to disengage. They do kind of get away with it without any deaths, but the Reaper's still very, very exposed. But Red kind of get the rotation there, but not quite enough, as the chase, the hunt from Blue is enough. And Red Team kind of finding themselves in that outnumbered scenario there, maybe being a little bit too greedy on the map, a little bit too confident in that Reaper double Mesmer team fight. And all of a sudden, we're in trouble. Is there going to be a kill onto potential burst? There is not. Of course, 2 support Chronos here for Blue. Kind of sustaining that Untamed very nicely. Now we're in a very, very close situation here. Reaper, not really able to move out. Oh, yeah. Could he actually honestly get one shot very easily here? Well, not one shot, but, you know, killed basically immediately with the damage output of that warrior if he's not careful. Red Team has managed to not lose their lead in this game. Reaper not dying, though, is pretty big, to be honest. They still have that team fight presence. And now we do have the Chrono here as well. But the Reaper's not exactly happy. Not full HP. And will, of course, be under massive pressure. Oh, Juicy immobilized there from the Untamed. Needs that support. Gets the Elite. Does connect it. But actually, so much damage going through there. That is just too much. And yeah, outside of a kite spot, that Reaper just dies instantly. Like, immediate death. Can they now get a counter kill? Or is Blue Team going to kind of run away with this game? Blue Team, I feel like, in a really good position currently. Red, smartly disengaging, and Notamelon does get caught. That's a bit awkward. Does die. Can they confirm that, though? It's going to be easier said than done to confirm this. Because Skiddo also under a lot of pressure. Looks like they should be able to get it done. Meanwhile, Project Zeolith made it over to this far node. He's able to get that cap.
Did you see that?
Reaper now back in the mix, reuniting with support. Chrono. Ooh, Dimash doesn't get the node here. That is painful for Blue. Very annoying for Blue. Timer is a little bit relevant here. I don't think we're going to timer, but it's something that both teams definitely have to be thinking about a little bit. 3 minutes on the clock. Oh, and Red, they've got themselves in a good defensive setup. Blue Team don't have their full force. They're kind of split as well, as you can see. And this could be very punishing, as now we have this Reaper and the full force of the Red Team converging on just 2 players from the Blue Team. We have Demolish trying to move in and help out. He's a little bit pressured, though. Just 46% HP. Does have his heal skill available. And the Elite soon, so very, very high durability on that Untamed Elite. But he's just going to go for it. He's going to go for it. Is he going to live this? Actually does. There's the Elite as well. So he's doing all right, at least for the time being. Massive damage output. But Red, they're kind of holding firm. They know that they win this game if they just don't die. They're trying to play it safe. The Reaper positioned well here on the terrain. Exactly what they need to be doing. Now pushes back into that fight, feeling some confidence. Has some full shroud available in a couple of seconds. They're going to soak up some of that damage. And Red Team pumping. Vague goes down, but again, this is a bit of a game of time here, as we're kind of creeping up to that 500-point mark. And it looks like Red Team just kind of want to rotate their players on the node and just keep it under control. So Reaper now moving in. Gonna tank this, at least for the time being. As soon as this player dies, we're gonna see the Reaper go onto the node, I think, and then pretty much just die on the node. And then we'll see, again, yeah, we have Vague back already. Support from the Chrono, and I don't think Blue Team can break this in time. No, I really don't think they can. Reaper still holding as well. Has Shroud. They have still not killed this Reaper. He's now able to kite away. More reinforcements moving in there from Vague. Chronomancer putting in some serious work there from Kill. Very, very impressive support and sustain here from the Red Chronomancer, and that is giving enough to win this game. 500 to 410. There you have it. A pretty epic game, actually. Very back and forth. But in the end, Red Team able to kind of prevail there. Very close matchup, though. And now it's going to be the French team versus 55. So let's see what they can kind of cook up. Could be interesting. Is actually Zealoth or Riken again? I have... Dude, look. Nobody uses their real name. Nobody. Literally nobody does this. It's cooked.
Yeah, it's very confusing, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I have no idea who anyone is anymore, because people keep using each other's names all the time. It's consistent. It's unhinged. Incredible. There are no real names, it's all a construct. I mean, pretty much. Barcode team. I mean, those guys still play, but they don't play as Team Barcode. Although, not all of them play, I think. That team kind of, that team blasted, but then kind of crumbled.
The match starts soon.
Okay. I think we just want to see this 55 game again. Like, if the Zealith team will be able to contest them. They keep changing all the time. Yes, they change constantly, guys. It's impossible to keep track of. It's insane. It's insane behavior.
Hold on to your points.
Wait, hold on. Son of Zeus is here. It's not actually Son of Zeus. I wish it was. It's actually Guffle TV, aka Avatar, aka Held the Zeit, aka Master of the Universe. What are your thoughts on Avatar having the character name Master of the Universe as a warrior?
Did you see that? Red team
Master
got
of
a
the
capture
Universe? I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a very solid name.
Master of the Universe. Just like a capital D.
Wow.
Yeah. That's how it is.
Red team wins a capture point.
Anyway,
Svanir
this game is not going to be very interesting, but this one might be. Wait, it's still not going. Except the queue, guys. What the hell are you guys doing? Yeah, this is. I don't think blue team is getting anything done here. Where's Sokos? Sokos here, guys, on the blue team. Monthly AT playing with Exorcist D Rage. Core Guard, Stone Jin, Lytra, D Rage. What is this? We have some role players going on here, guys.
Red team got a capture
That's
point.
crazy. Light Ra reminds me of White Ra, Ukrainian professional StarCraft 2 player. You know, I played him once on, I played him a couple of times actually on ladder.
Do you remember when we played those Grandmaster guys and
Yeah.
we beat them in 2v2?
Yeah, they got
crazy.
memed. They got owned. Okay, they got absolutely memed.
Which meme did we get them with? That's the real question.
I mean, it was
can't
probably
remember.
fucking some bullshit cannon rush, bro. Okay, that's what we always do.
I
Dude,
think it was. I
Snap
think we
it.
like did the hybrid cannon rush.
we need to log in, dude. I think. Have you seen that Uthermals put out a challenge to get 5.1k MMR in 2v2?
Dude,
Yeah.
it's a lot of cannon rushing.
There's like a competitive, like people are like grinding the 2v2 ladder right now. Because like I think I don't know exactly.
On
but
EU?
I saw a couple of people streaming this as like a challenge to get like really high MMR on EU server, yeah. In 2v2.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So people are just blasting 2v2. I think 2v2 is kind of hype, to be honest, because it's very casual friendly, right? You know, like as opposed to being 1v1, which is a lot more brutal. So 2v2 is pretty cool. I think the metagame is a little bit cooked, though. You know, you know, when you have like mass Phoenix and then mech, that's, you know, it's a bit fucked up.
Yeah, yeah. I do not like that.
All right, here we go. On the red team, it's France. Skitto. I think, is the Reaper? Oh, the Reaper. Oh, no, the Reaper is doing the relog for Life Force again, same as Abindo. Kill on support chrono. Skitto on support chrono number 2. Freaky Bender Vague on the Willbender, and Zealoth on the Weaver. Again, it's going to be... Ooh, Draza busting out the Mirage, though. That is an interesting little pick here. Willbender from Sin, Abindo on Reaper. Boyce on Untamed, and Misha on the support chrono. So a single support comp here. And this is where we're going to see that clash of styles. Like, a lot of the teams are opting for this double support metagame, whereas 55, they are going for a more aggressive setup, and that's not really that surprising, to be honest. 55, they don't really like the slower, very heavy team fight style. This is pretty well known about them. They're obviously more than capable of doing it, but they definitely prefer that kind of more rotational style. Like, they love to play Thief, obviously, with Syndrina, and yeah, I have no doubt that Mirage is definitely something they are very much happy to play if they feel that they can get away with that. Because, again, they like this very high-paced rotational style, which we're going to see here, pretty much. Skitto gets taken out almost immediately. Draza now going for that far node push. And so far, I mean, double support's kind of getting just run over here, to be honest.
Svanier's return.
And that's how it is. Everyone on red died.
The capture point.
It's over. GG. The game's over. Look, if this was ranked, Sneb, I would AFK. Would you?
You'd AFK?
Yeah.
I wouldn't AFK.
Yeah. You wouldn't AFK.
I wouldn't do it.
So you don't AFK after the first team fight loss in ranked?
I've been playing a little bit of ranked just to see what's going on, and about at least a third of my games, somebody instantly AFKs, and like after that happens, I'd usually just stop playing. It's really annoying. So even if we're like horribly losing, I still try to go get a 1v1 or something.
Yeah. Very good start though for blue here. And I mean, red, I think they're a bit thrown off here. I think they're very thrown off. They've been discombobulated. I think they maybe weren't expecting this. But right now, they're just kind of running around the map. They need to go for a regroup here. This Reaper is probably dead. There is a support available from Kill, but Kill is kind of locked in this fight. Can't really lead. Needs to be supporting Vague. So that leaves this Reaper entirely on their own on middle here. And I think probably will eventually get taken out by Boyce. And of course, we have a Bindo here too. Boyce, of course, playing the Untamed. Of course, Spear, now absolutely juiced out of the gills in every game mode, pretty much. I think people are already complaining about it in World vs. World. As you can see here, Zan #1 Simp activating here with the Dagger Mace Spear build. Marksmanship, Skirmishing, and Untamed. So if you just think about the amount of damage that blue team has, it's kind of ridiculous, Snub. We have Willbender, Reaper, Untamed, and Mirage. We have insane damage output from the blue team. And red team, it just looks like they were not able to handle that. They've just been crushed and beaten into the ground. And even the double support, it's just not enough to actually heal through all of this damage output. And red now being driven back into their corner of the map. Boyce beginning a 1v1 into the Weaver. And now the 4v4 is going to start brewing, I think. Oh, actually, looks like they don't even really want... 55 not even really wanting to play this. They're just going to play it. They're going to hang back a little bit and send the Willbender to actually go ahead and deal with the Weaver and try and get this kill so they can simply just outnumber and just get that massive fight against. Some very good kiting here by Project Zealoth, though.
Did you see that? Red team got a capture
so
point.
that's that. Boyce reported to not face a DH anymore. Really smart. I mean, look, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, like, nobody wants to face that French theory craft. French theory craft, it's ruined people's lives, okay? It's made people uninstall the game in just pure despair. Not the real French cook. Well, I mean, I guess we'll see in the finals if we actually get to that point with this team. In fact, they definitely will be making it through into the elimination at the very least. But it's looking a little bit rough in this game so far. 55, maybe, with a little bit of a stumble here. Didn't really get anything done. They weren't able to kill the Weaver, of course, with that outnumber, and end up losing that node too. So they do need to have something that can answer that, or something that can kind of deal with that Weaver. Looks like Boyce is going to be assigned, but it doesn't matter because they're just winning this fight over here as well. Picking up Skitto and, of course, Vague at the same time. We had a kill already been, well, killed, in fact. Now just comes back off respawn. Boyce, maybe not feeling super happy about having to deal with this Weaver, but we'll at least be able to hold these two players here, at least for the time being. Gets a really big spike there onto kill, utilizing that Untamed. Oh, dude, what is that? What the fuck was that damage?
Just like that.
Trig.
Blue team takes
Trig?
the capture point.
What? 6k on one spear throw. Boyce now attempting the 1v2. Boyce 1v1000. He's going for it, and yeah, the support... I mean, support Chrono, like, obviously not really going to be doing that much, honestly, in this 1v2 scenario. Can't really do that much. And now, yeah, Project Zealoth. I'm not sure if Weaver's going to live this one. I think Boyce will now be more than happy to get the Stomper and recapture that node while his team just does some PvE and farms the beast. Going up to 400 points now. And there we go. 400 points now activated. Skiddo trying to get this point back with the Reaper, and they're trying to get some kind of rebound, some kind of setup to get back into this. But the Mirage is lurking around. Draza wants to kind of bully that Reaper, and oh man, Mirage is so annoying to deal with as that Reaper. All the interrupts, all the CC, and the evasion. Hard to land a blow on something as slippery as the Mesmer. But we're already up to 450 points, and this is just... It's a pretty brutal game, to be perfectly honest with you, in favor of 55. And the amount of damage output, is this too much? We do have Syndra go down. I think that might end up being a full kill. In fact, wow. Yeah, the Mesmer, the Mirage, gets cleaved out during that. Good rally there by the red team, having a little bit of success at the end of this game. But I think that's where we're at, though. That's the reality, guys. We are at the end of this game. 450 points in favor of 55. So they are going to actually get fully neutralized here, but... Syndra can kind of get this Mesmer out, get Misha out of here, and then they can simply start to reconquer this map. Boyce looking to do a little bit of stalling over here, trying to draw these red players over here to have to deal with them. Signet of Stone available, so we'll be fairly resilient into that Willbender. And a lot of good kiting spots down here as well that make it hard for the Willbender to connect, right? Like, Willbender, it does a lot of damage, but if you're able to go on terrain and it can't teleport to you, then its damage output is significantly limited. And Boyce, of course, going to be feeling good about actually 1v1ing this Willbender on this dedicated 1v1 build as the Untamed. 55 just kind of recapturing this, though, here. Draza picking up the henge. And Boyce is going to be pretty happy in this 1v1. I don't think Vague is going to be able to be successful here in this matchup. And that means the node will slowly be yielded. In fact, I'm not even sure if Vague is going to be able to survive this if he continues to fight. And yeah, Freaky Bender gets taken out there. A quick +1 here by Syndra to get that done. The cleave is going to be way too much to possibly get that revival from both of those damage dealers. Skitto also going to fall here as well, I think. And it's a bit of a tough one. It's a tough game here for our beautiful red team. They're going to have to figure something out. They're going to have to cook. If they want to win the finals, guys, they're going to have to cook here. They're going to have to cook. And there it is. 491, 495.
Svanir's return.
Here we go. Huge. And there you have it. Oh, very close game, actually. Hold on. Wait, we have a very, very close game here. Interesting. I wasn't even aware of this team having this power level. But here they are. They're actually kind of starting to recover here. Ooh, if they kill Zintrax, we could be in business. They really want this kill, though. They want to keep this momentum up. They've got that double cap. How's this 2v2 going over here? Ooh, this 2v2 is a little bit scary for this Mirage. This Mirage has got to hold on. Doesn't have anything. Has one dodge. Has the Mesosphere evade, but it's not going to be enough. The kill comes through for the Untamed and the support Chrono. And that leaves this Untamed in a bit of a tricky situation. Wants to hold on here. Does not want to concede this node. Blue team have got to win this fight on middle. They've got to win it quickly or they are going to be done here. Let's see if they can make that happen. Red team get that cap over there as well. Oh, and they weren't able to win this fight either. They couldn't get it. Zintrax holds on. Support from Red Chronomancer here. It wasn't enough. Mirage now moves in, and Blue, they have to be careful. Oh, no. Protector of Dwayne is going to go down. The Willbender has been slain. I think Red Team are actually going to be able to get this recovery there. Ooh, spicy game, though, actually. Yeah, Blue with, honestly, pretty just, yeah, consistently fighting against their opponents. But I'm afraid we gave them the caster curse as we joined, and they were immediately defeated. Have they lost 2? No, I don't think any of the kind of competitive teams are dropping out. Pretty sure. I think Red Team would be in danger, actually, if they lost this game. In fact, if Red Team lose here, I think they'd be eliminated. But they didn't lose, so that's not going to happen. Kind of a very important game here, actually. Red Team kind of fighting for their lives, making it happen. Yeah, if the Sugar Rush team hit was here, that would actually be pretty cool. Very unfortunate that... Well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, Sugar Rush's team, they didn't accept the queue. That's just... I mean, that's just unfortunate, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. Wait, I tuned into Lara's stream. Is she trying to explain why the conditions don't keep ticking? Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh no. Condis. Condi boss. Holy shit. Oh my god, she's writing the right answer. Oh, dude. Lara's typing Condi is never better, which is actually true. Based.
Well, okay, well, I don't. Can you actually say never?
I think the only situation where Condi can be better is if you can do some sequence break. Right? So...
Well, okay, wait. Are we assuming the context is like an organized group?
We're assuming the context is
not
any,
a pug?
any context. Any context. I think the only time where Condi
Because
is
I would
better...
argue that... Well, I would argue that if everyone is playing Condi, then wouldn't power lose a little bit of efficacy? Well, it depends on the fight, actually. It depends on the fight.
yeah, not necessarily.
Yeah, it depends.
I mean,
There's a lot of variables.
If the
It kind of
power,
depends.
I mean, if the power benchmark is high, then it's high. So it doesn't. Power doesn't really care.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true.
It only goes the
Yeah,
other way
it is.
around, right? Like Condi cares about power because if
I
everyone's
suppose that's true. Yeah.
if everyone's running power, then Condi sucks. But I mean, power is still power. Like if everyone's running Condi, it doesn't really matter. Right?
Yeah, I guess Condi only gets worse.
Yeah.
Depending on the situation.
Yeah.
That's probably a better way to think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the only situation where Condi could theoretically be better is if... Okay, let's imagine you've got a boss that phases, and Condis can tick on it and, like, skip a phase, whereas, like, a power build wouldn't be able to do any damage to it, right? So, yeah, that's the only situation. But that is very uncommon and basically never happens. It kind of used to happen a little bit, but it didn't... I don't think a boss has ever, like, died while it's not in a phase. And that you've been able to skip a phase because of Condi. Like, stuff like Epi Bouncing came close, but I don't think it ever really got to that point, to be honest. But anyway, this actually should be a pretty good game, I think. Condi gets a head start. Kind of. But not really, to be honest. Because, like, power just starts bursting immediately as well. But, like, yeah, Condi kind of all... That means it's, like, equal. It's even the playing field, basically, in a situation like that. It doesn't necessarily, like, outperform.
Did you see that? Red team got a capture point.
Dude, Crown just slipped off the edge.
Red team
But
wins a
they get the
capture
kill on
point.
Zintrax. And honestly, I'm going to be very interested to see how this one actually plays out here. We do have that double support comp here. We've seen some very powerful team fighting from the red team, actually. Like, Untamed also bringing some serious heat here on the red team. Sakaya on that Weaver is going to be a brick wall. And this could potentially be a bit of a problem. I think this Weaver might be quite annoying to deal with, actually, for the blue team, because it is this anchor that can just stand here, and it can consistently not die. It's going to be annoying to deal with the composition from blue team, I think, and they're going to have to kind of answer it. However, so far, red team off to an extremely good start, in fact. Getting a triple cap there and pushing the opponents back, getting those early kills. And this is a pretty snowbally map, right? If you get early control of this map, you are going to snowball that into a significant advantage here on Kylo. And blue team's slightly in disarray. I like this push here from Demolish. try and slow things down and split things up. And this is a very important 1v1, actually. Very, very important 1v1. Let's see who's going to be able to come out on top here. If Demosh is going to be able to win, he's going to be a very happy champion, but he's not! Oh, no! Oh, no! Maybe a little bit, he was kind of holding that Signet of Stone, gets nuked. And Intrigue I Trust kind of repeats what she did to Boyce previously. Massive aggression from the Red Untamed. And that is just really not what the blue team wants right now. That is really, really not what blue team needs. As Lava Ball also bleeding out, and these team fights is not going well. I mean, I think this Tempest here from Breezes paying off big time. It has that massive healing output. Again, these boons, those auras, very strong in that team fight scenario there. And just some massive damage output here from Cranel. The Warrior not able to connect. Of course, the Warrior, I guess the Warrior is going to struggle here a little bit. Having that Spear, the Spear is going to be significantly less effective when we have all the magnetic aura output from this Tempest. You can see here that Aftershock going to be quite an obstacle to deal with. Yeah, I mean, this is fucking rough, I'll tell you that. Blue team kind of getting pinned down at this point. Normal just getting hunted. And yeah, that Mirage, a little bit of vulnerability there, as you can see. Untamed, honestly. Chloe really putting in the work, goodness me. In this game, securing kill after kill, winning that 1v1 in a very decisive manner. And now also securing that kill onto the Untamed simultaneously. We do have Cranel go down, so that's kind of a moment of opportunity here for our blue team. Notamel, though, also dead, so it's kind of a 1-for-1 trade. And actually, Cranel gets cleaned up very quickly, so he's going to be back in action before Notamel even. And yeah, again, this Weaver, I think this Weaver's so annoying. Look how annoying this is. Like, what? I feel like blue team just does not have much of an answer to this Weaver. I think we actually kind of saw that in the 55 game as well. I think there's a reason why they wanted Sin to go on +1 Boyce. This Weaver build is super annoying, very, very, very tanky. And they wanted to try and get rid of it. With the Untamed and the Willbender, which kind of led to a bit of instability on the other side of the map in that team fight, of course. But now, of course, we almost see like the inverted situation here where this Weaver is just kind of wreaking havoc. And this is just not... Oh, man, this is so bad for blue. They're losing that support. They just don't have their second support. Cranel does die again in the team fight, so that's really, really nice for blue. But they're down 1 support, right? They've got this support Chrono 1v1ing a Weaver. And that's just not good. That's like almost a worst-case scenario. They now get that swap out, bringing in the Untamed. But of course, red team kind of already kind of won the fight, really. So, oh, very, very cheeky res here, actually. Oh, no, but it's denied by Cranel. Can he fully deny this? He's going for the cleave. The Willbender cleave is massive. And not a melon. Wait, what the fuck? What? Okay. Some weird desync going on there, but the revive does come through, but Sintrex falls. Of course, like, you know, you can think about that, right? Like, the delay on that revive essentially took 2 players out of the game for the blue team. And that led to the Warrior being exposed. And all of a sudden, this game is looking very, very scary for blue. I mean, it is winnable, but they're going to have to do some magic now.
Red team wins a capture
And yeah,
point.
I just think they, look at this Weaver. This Weaver's such a big problem. Look at Sakaya. We buy her. Of course, a Weir boot. It's a big burst on that spear, but again, the sustain on this Weaver is going to be problematic. And yeah, Sakai even feeling confident to kind of push and maybe he'll even look for a kill, but yeah, the Untamed is going to be driven away now. Breeze is being pumped. Decent kiting potential here, though, yeah. Climbs up. Shocking Aura is going to land there, so gets the air overload down. Should be pretty okay. Yeah, in water. Big Frost Aura, big blasts, big heals. Untamed falls here. Yui also incredibly low, gets the blink to disengage. In a bit of a pickle here. Gets the dodge there, tries to leap away. Is trying to hold on. It's not going to be enough. And wow, I mean, I honestly thought this game was going to be pretty intense. And, well, it certainly is in one way. But blue team just having some pretty serious problems into this roster. Is this semis? I think we're in quarters, right? Yeah, we're in quarterfinals right now. Oh, there's actually another really close game over here. I mean, this game's a bit of a bloodbath. Let's go take a look at this one. I think can our team Counter team is probably going to struggle versus the Frenchies, yeah. Put up a good fight against the Z Squadron, but not quite good enough. Goodness me. That red chrono is mega trash. You know, look, I'm actually going to say something, guys, that is going to change each and every one of your, each and every single one of your lives forever. If you aren't in this tournament, shut the fuck up. Okay? If you aren't playing, your commentary on other people's skill who are is beyond irrelevant. Okay? Even the player who finished last and didn't win a single game or get a single kill in this tournament, they're still rated higher than you because you aren't playing. So yeah, sit the fuck down. Show some respect to people who are competing and providing us entertainment.
Red team wins a capture point.
On another kind of more kind of real note here as well, I'll tell you another little secret here, guys. You can learn this if you ever watch your own gameplay. Like, it's very hard to kind of see what you're doing wrong in the moment. It's very fucking easy from our perspective, right? Like, we can see every little mistake that every single player is making, okay? But bear in mind, if someone watched your gameplay, it would look exactly the same, okay? Trust me. I've done a lot of VOD review and footage review. That it is what it is. Okay. Should not have an opinion. That's funny. You can have an opinion, but you should show some respect. And actually, yeah, you shouldn't have an opinion. I will own that position. I will fucking own that position. I think it's cringe. Like, get in the game, make your own team, and fucking play. Until then, sit down. Okay, is red team coming back or what? Ooh, can they get this res on Talik? Did they get this rally? They actually do. Red team. Oh, wait. Okay, they do get him. There's potential here. They get another kill. Now do they find Aber as well? XX Abaddon XX. Ooh, no need focus. Goes down. And red team, I think they're actually sniffing a bit of a comeback here. They're sniffing it. Sniff. They don't want to lose middle. Mesmer's holding it. Oh, could they get this another kill? No glint heal available for this Revenant.
Did you see that?
And they're going straight for the decap. I do like that, actually. Talik remembers that this game is Conquest. It is about the nodes. Recognizes it. Well, do we get the decap here? Shiro? Not going to make it in time. Yeah, also not maybe feeling confident about engaging. Now, rather interesting, this is actually a power rev. Power, which is a build that has popped up in ranked a little bit. They've, you know, consistently buffed it. Doesn't want to fight that. Is probably wise into the Condi rev. That's really not going to go well for our Power Herald, to be honest. And they just want to snowball the map elsewhere. They want to get back into this fight there. Want to hold on to this Untamed, keep this Untamed alive, and then go for another kill. Onto the Tempest. Onto Freyo here. Is there what's going on? Yes, they are. Those 5 points are relevant, but now this Mesmer is 1v2. They don't want to leave this outnumbered for too long. They need to rotate over here. They're getting big kills over here. Abaddon about to fall, but they don't want to lose middle. They have to reinforce this chrono. They're going to have to concede. Oh, I think a bit of an over-rotation here from red. They need this decap now. This is getting really scary. They need another kill fast, or they're in trouble.
Red team
Reaper is being chased away here. Double cap does win the game for red, but it's going to be knife edge, and they need to get the cap quickly, and it's going to take them a while. They've got the Kondirev here now. Okay, here we go. There's the glint heal. And they do fall. Oh, red. Those 5 points are very relevant here, by the way. Just 3 points behind now. They need one more kill, then they actually win the game, even on one cap. And they should be able to get this fight. Oh, I do like this. Yeah, Untamed recognizes that there could be a threat of a decap. Already positions to prevent it. I think red team are going to be able to get away with this. They've got to get one kill. The Reaper's looking juicy. Blue, though. They are actually playing this smart as well. I do like this from blue. They know they just got to hold on, but Abaddon actually in so much trouble. Abaddon goes down. They have to res that, or at least turn this fight somehow. Is that a glyph? There is a glyph, but it was already used. The decap does come through, though. Oh, that decap is so gnarly, but I think it's not enough, though. They've got to get this. Oh, wait. Okay, they get the 2 cap. They win on 2. They know that. They do know it. But they've actually got to get the 2 cap. But actually, never mind. They win anyway because they got the kill. The kill happened. I was like, oh, they're behind, but they're not because they got 5 points. And red team actually come back. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, red team played that well, to be honest. Wow, what a razor edge game, too. Goodness me. Very back and forth. Epic. Talak isn't called you and tell me the truth. Dude, who the fuck are you? What do you want me to say?
That was a good game. That was a very good game.
That was intense. Okay, so we got semi-finals. Wait, what are the? Oh, the game hasn't started. I think the game hasn't popped up yet. They delete the Thief class. I mean, yeah, Thief is not doing so hot in the current meta, guys. Not doing so hot. Pondies. What do you think about conditions ticking?
They just gotta keep going. Just tick forever.
Yeah. Tick.
No? Keep ticking.
Okay, the games are starting. Ooh, Talek versus 55. Man, that's gonna be tough. I think Snowfall versus Absumi, or whatever the fuck this shit is, whatever this goddamn thing is. You can beat MAT. Yeah, I played MATs. I used to play PvP a lot, but I haven't really try-harded monthly ATs. I kind of want to this year when I have a spare minute. I want to do monthly AT this year, maybe SC2 Grandmaster 1v1 grind as well. And then Sneb is going to do his Cannon Rush grind. Also to Grandmaster. Me and Sneb are going 5k MMR. In SC2 2v2. Log in, Sneb. Log in.
I should log in.
When final? When are you accepting the queue, Lisa? What's up with that? But it's we're in semis now, so it's one more game and then finals. Yeah. Oh man. I love Sneb's calls that his cheese didn't work and that it's over. I mean, I think our 2v2 adventure is pretty funny, to be honest. I just said,
yeah.
You know, Sneb just tells me that he lost all of his probes and it's over. I felt like the best one was when you accidentally cancelled all of your cannons because you pressed the wrong.
Oh, I've done that multiple times. I don't know how. It has to do with, yeah, I have the hotkeys messed up or something. I don't know. I've done it multiple times. It's super painful. Yeah. I'm trying to only cancel one, but I like accidentally double click. It selects all of them and they just all go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
It is pretty brutal, yeah. I'm good if I can't get Vast Relic on Spear Energy. I mean, there's probably alternatives, but yeah, like I think you definitely want to have that. And as long as you have the expansion, just like slam a reward track and you can get it without unlocking it properly. That's how it is. Oh, you don't have Soto? I'm sure there's like alternatives that work pretty okay. This curse inventory? Yeah, my inventory is a little scuffed. Are you on Discord? Yeah, we're on Discord right now. Although Sneb's watching NA, I think. He just loves the NA
no,
server. Is NA over?
I'm watching it. It might actually be now. No,
Oh,
it's
is
still
it
going.
final
I'm
game?
watching Awesomeness. Yeah, they're just getting crushed right now.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Or somebody is.
Yeah, it's USA versus
it's
A team. So let's see.
Well,
honestly,
I mean, Red did get a win.
This is actually really interesting, though. Like, NA's playing Vert. It's kind of cool, right? Different to EU.
Yeah, Vert's strong.
Yeah, because the EU is not playing Vert at all. Either Chronomancer. And yeah, it looks like NA's favoring the Tempest support as well. Versus the Chrono. Zeromus on the Tempest. Got the Untamed there, Herald still, and then Tempest and Willbender. Seems to be the NA approach. Pretty cool. See a different approach in EU and NA. Why isn't Thief is dead, PP specifically? Thief, yeah, just... Thief is weird because it's been, like, replaced by Willbender and Mirage. And... yeah, I mean, that's it. Alright, here we go. This is going to be an interesting game, I think. And Trig, I trust. Breesis, we buy a Shaman. Okay? There's an actual Shaman on the red team. Shaman. Cranel, formerly of Quaggan's on duty. Facing off against Zeolith. Vague 1v9. Rank 1 legend. Kill. Free my brothers. Joseph McJunkie, the Reaper, and Skiddo. Incredible. It's time to log in. This is going to be an interesting one. It is going to be a double support versus double support. Chrono versus Chrono Tempest. I don't really know how this is going to go, to be honest. I feel like these games are a bit unpredictable sometimes. Again, the really big focus is which of these Willbenders is going to live. You can see they're just teleporting around after each other, pretty much. Support's desperately trying to keep them alive. Renewed focus is going to be forced out of both of them pretty soon, I think. Yep, there it is. During that renewed focus, you can see they're going to get fully healed up. Looks like Cranel might be the one who's in a little bit more trouble. Very nice port back there. That's a juicy kite. Love to see that. Gets out of harm's way. Still on 0-0.
Team grabbed a capture point.
Blue now capping middle, though. As, of course, Breeze has had to deal with that Reaper. Not able to get anything done there. And so far, actually, Blue team kind of just winning this fight. Winning that 1v1 on middle as well. Just having the slightly better opener there. Able to kind of connect that damage output. Cranel goes down, and Blue team picking up the second node. This 1v1 is probably pretty endless, I want to say. Zeolith here on the Catalyst versus the Weaver. Don't really see that going anywhere. Or at least it will be an incredibly slow matchup that will take a significant amount of time, or just waiting for another player to actually pop up. So, Blue team off to a very, very good start there. Signet of Mercy Willbender? I don't believe so. I believe it was Signet of Judgment, in fact, is being played here by Vague. For the extra stun break, I guess, protection uptime, and of course the damage reduction while you have that passive up. Essentially stacking some Condi Cleanse here. Contemplation of Purity for a little bit more kind of power defense, pretty much. Or just kind of like general defensiveness. Okay. Big difference here is going to be this Reaper, actually. Like, we have the Reaper versus Untamed. So, a lot of team fight. And this map is maybe one of those maps where Reaper is going to struggle a little bit. I do like what they're trying to do with it, though. I'm pretty sure that they kind of want to... They almost want to use the Reaper as a stalling tool, I feel like, in a lot of these fights. They're just going to have it just exist there and just take a long time to get through. Like, abusing this kiting here on middle is definitely a happy spot for Reaper, I think. Just being in these 2v2s is also going to be nice for the Necromancer as well. Because this is a big map. Necro is very, very slow. So, red team probably just going to try and avoid the Necro as much as possible. Just try and waste its time and not worry about what it's doing. But red team are going to have to actually cook here. They're having a bit of trouble. Chronomancer goes down. Conditions from the Necromancer proving to be too damaging. I love conditions. Meanwhile, red team looking to pump.
Okay. Just like that, blue team takes a capture point.
We buy it. I mean, not a lot's really going on here. Cranel dies. I mean, red is just not winning. Red is not winning, guys. Red is losing the game. That's all I've got to say, really. I don't know what to tell you. They are not winning the fights, and blue team is. And as a result of that, they are losing the game. Red team, you must show us a sign of life. Red team, you must win a fight. Kill something. Go. Red team, activate. Snab, they're dead.
It's over.
Do something, Snab.
Okay.
Do something.
What if I just hack into the game right now?
Yeah,
I go in there, and I am a core warrior with a rifle, Char,
yeah,
and I fly around the map and I just snipe people out. That seems like a good idea.
I mean, you might have to do that. You're going to have to break in. I think it's the only way to make this game recoverable. Because, yeah, red is just not able to win these fights. Support is looking very good from blue. And blue, they're feeling sharp. They're looking sharp going into the finals. They want to have that big match against 55. They struggled a lot in the last game. But now they're warmed up. They're ready to pump. They're ready to go. Magnetic shield gets dropped there as well. By the catalyst, even. Cool little bit of interaction there. But yeah, Chloe goes down. Wait, I think everything's going down. Yeah, I mean, blue is just kind of... Blue is being deflected. Okay, you know the Matrix snub? When, you know, he's stopping bullets and stuff? That's kind of what's happening in this game. Like, you know, they're just trying to attack. They're shooting. But the blue team's just holding up their hand and the bullets don't do anything. It's over.
Wow.
Yeah. It's absolute demolition. Yeah, I did not expect this game to be so one-sided either, especially because of what an incredibly strong performance red team had in the previous game. But blue is warmed up. I mean, I don't have to tell you. They're literally warmed up. Do actually have a kill onto Zealith here. Is that recoverable? No, it is definitely not. Reaper is not going to save the day there, so a slight setback here for blue, but we're already halfway through this game in terms of points, and I don't really see that getting any better. Blue wisely disengaging as well, defusing that situation relatively effectively. So red team are not really going to benefit that much. Don't really get that much of a snowball, and Catalyst back in 5 seconds. It will be a little bit annoying to regain that node again. If they end up fighting the Weaver, then that's going to be more or less infinite. If the Reaper dies here, that would be pretty... Oh, the Chrono dies, rather. That would be very, very awkward, but that's not going to be the case, at least for now. Yep. Good support there from the Reaper. Able to survive. Very low cooldowns, though. This Chrono is going to be very, very careful. Yeah, the Untamed lands a crushing blow. Gets the port. And hold on. Okay, red actually finding something. And again, this is... bear in mind, guys, this is Temple of the Silent Storm. So point gain can be incredibly quick if you're able to pick up these objectives. And if this Reaper dies... If Skitto and the Reaper die, hold on. This is going to be a little bit of a dangerous situation. Skitto's almost certainly dead here, I think. There we go. Now the Reaper. And now if red can seize his objectives... Oh, no! Oh, blue stole it. Oh, that's actually really bad. Yeah, red team were not... while red team wasn't looking, blue team just straight up yoinked the top buff. And that's something that red team would have really loved to actually pick up. So it's not even just... The blue team here is actually gaining a couple of extra points there. They've also denied it from their opponents. And all of a sudden, we are in a pretty dangerous scenario here. Once again, red team mounting a bit of a comeback, but not quite going to be able to cut it here, I'm afraid. And yeah, blue did have a couple of deaths there, but now we're back on the field, back in the mix, back ready to go. Rabid. Yeah, it's the Rabid death magic build, guys. Although this guy likes to run Augury of Death, like more lifesteal on the shouts. But it's the same setup other than that. Yeah, Team USA achieving a victory on the NA server. Crushing victory in the finals, in fact. Big raid there from Naru as well. Grim, retired, now a commentator instead. Cranel able to actually eliminate Vague there. And red team actually do have that double cap, but it's a bit of a long road to recovery now. Very nice bleed, though, actually, from Kranel. He'll be able to get this node and then kind of start rotating while the opponents are still in trouble. Now, we need to see a bit of a snowball here. Let's see if Red can win this fight. Red have got to win this fight big time. They're looking for the Chronomancer, I think. Chronomancer blinks out. Maybe the Untamed after this. Untamed achieved very, very low on cooldowns here. Does have some good support, though, of course, coming through. Ooh, and actually, Kill in trouble. Goes downstate. Triple cap for Red. Okay, and now a support Chrono falls. And this Reaper is looking a bit exposed as well. Skiddo and this Reaper in trouble. If Kranel can find that kill, this is very scary. Okay, this is officially now very, very scary for the blue team. Because that Reaper is now completely exposed, almost certainly going to end up dying. Being chased down by this Untamed. Has a good amount of Shroud, but that's only going to last for so long, I'm afraid. 10k health after that, and yeah, that's splat. Goodbye. Red team, of course, having this infinite little 1v1 scenario over here. And, you know, this is a bit of an issue with the Reaper, to be honest. A little bit of issue with the Reaper. When you have these objectives up, you don't have as many players to share around the objectives. And that's where the immobility gets punished. And blue, if they lose it... oh, no. Oh, no. Wait, is blue losing here? Oh, blue is absolutely losing right now. Ooh, a very good survival here by Kill. Can he hold on? Okay, honestly, if Kill died there, that might have been potentially game-ending. It honestly still might be, though, as Vague super low. Stillness now captured. That is 4 points per tick being locked down. And Vague about to fall, maybe. Renewed Focus already been used. Does have his heal skill. But Red team are going to find themselves behind very, very soon indeed. They have to activate. Good kiting here by Red. Red, they are now active. The Reaper falls again. Oh, no. Oh, dear, Steb. This is actually break. This is mental boom. Blue team now in a completely desperate situation. They are completely and utterly on the back foot. After an incredibly strong start, the objectives have thrown them off. Vague goes down. I think this is game over. I think it's actually game over. It's GG. I no longer this is winnable. Yeah. Red, yeah, I like this from Chloe as well. Intrigue, I trust, immediately going for this cap. Mesmer going to defend here. It's game over. GG. Massive comeback. Gape into the abyss. That's actually awesomeness, by the way. aka Reformed. And all of a sudden, look at that scoreboard, guys. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Blue team with a massive advantage early on. Crumbled completely as Stillness comes through. A series of kills into a deadly snowball. Now into the triple cap. I'm not really sure I see a potential for recovery here. Getting the neutralization, is this going to take a long time? Because in these games, like when these supports are in position, it is hard to actually shove people off these nodes. It takes a little bit of a while to do so. And we need to see a complete neutralization of the map yesterday if Blue want to recover. 470 points. We're still triple cap. We haven't got the neutralization. Red team knows they've just got to just stand on the point until the game ends. And yeah, with an Elementus, that's actually even more annoying, right? Because, of course, you have that Vapor Form. It's not enough. There's no one even contesting the Temple. 490, middle decapped. The Temple is still holding firm for Blue, though. No player available to go for it, and this game ends. Wow. French eliminated. Red team, after a very rough start, they kind of steal their minds. Reinforced, cast iron mental. And they go to the finals.
Wow, what a game.
What a game.
That's why you don't AFK after the first,
Nah, yeah, don't go AFK after the first team fight. That's a major mistake. Incredible. Epic. I mean, that is epic gameplay, guys. That is indeed epic content. Challenge point prediction? I mean, yeah, we can do that. We can make that happen. We're waiting for the excuse, dude. Look, it's no tack, no win, man. No tack, no win. If tack was in that game, there's some win potential. But without tack, it's not possible. In particular, tack is back. needed to be in that match. If Taka's back was there, that's 500-0, dude. Ooh, faux fire. Interesting. I mean, well, honestly, dude, this is kind of a map where you can kind of meme the opponent. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is so terrifying, though, dude. Oh, my God. Ooh. This could get really weird, I feel like. Really weird. I'm not sure I'm feeling double support here, to be honest. I'm gonna add Roy. Okay, I'm adding Roy. I'm literally adding Roy right now.
Okay.
I'm adding Roy. Let's get him in here. Wait, actually, I'm not sure I added the right account. Because Roy has 2 Discord accounts.
Hello.
Oh, he's here.
Hello.
Hello.
I was in the Discord, but I swapped the last thing.
Oh, okay.
My mic is probably gonna be really bad.
Yeah, wait. And this guy's in
I'm
charge. This guy's in charge of the production for Balance Streams, by the way, guys. Just saying. He actually is.
Only sometimes.
Yeah.
Only sometimes.
I mean, like, here
Well,
we are.
I'm usually on a better mic when
Yeah.
I'm doing the. Yeah.
That is
I'm not home, so I'm on a headset mic and a laptop.
Oh, wow. That's big. I mean, here we are. We're watching the finals. I mean, what do you think about this game?
Yeah.
It's double support versus single support. I'm feeling pretty worried for the single.
Is it really?
Yeah, I'm worried about the double support here, to be honest.
Was
Because
it Chrono and then
Tempest.
and Chrono?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I honestly have been very out of the PvP meta. Like I have not
Yeah.
been watching a lot. So, is it normally double support up until now?
Double support was last meta. I think that, obviously
Right.
nerfs have been happening a couple of these patches, so I think people have started to move away from it. Looks like this time people are still playing it. I think on NA, people aren't running double support, if I'm not mistaken. So EU still kind of clinging onto it a little bit. Not surprised, right? That's kind of like, the French. The French cook, typically leans that way, like more towards sustain, right? As opposed to more aggression. But yeah, I'm really worried, to be honest, because we did see a similar matchup to this before, and the amount of damage output, because we have Draza on this Mirage, we have Boyce on the Untamed, Abindo on Reaper, and Sind on Willbender. It just feels like it's too much damage, and the supports just aren't able to live, and they aren't able to kind of outlast and outvalue these specs, and we kind of see that happening here as well at the start of this game here. There's a massive aggressive push from the blue team, from 55, crossing over the map, picking up a couple of kills, now eliminating the Untamed as well, and yeah, this is looking rough, Roy and Sneb.
Roy and Sneb.
Yeah.
We should take this on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it road trip? Road trip stream? Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just...
I mean, we can do that.
I'm kind of struggling here. I'm not really seeing how Red Team kind of does anything. I think there's just too much pressure, too much aggression from their opponents here. And I don't think they can really win the team fight. And I'm not sure if they can really out-rotate. Because, again, we're on Fofar, right? So...
Wait, a Bindo's playing? Damn. Oh, it's over, dude. They have a Bindo.
Yeah. It's Abindo, it's Boyce, Misha, aka the Master of Disaster, Draza, aka Invincible, and then Syndrana on an unpronounceable named Willbender. Red Team actually
Oh my
did
god,
get a
Sind
cap.
playing blue.
Yeah. Look, that's how you know that Thief is just trash.
This is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen Sind play anything besides Thief or Rev.
Yeah. And now he's
Rev
playing...
only when Thief was unplayable.
Exactly, yeah. And now it's Willbender when Thief is unplayable.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yep.
Blue team takes
Oh.
Bender's kind of
God.
like Thief.
Yeah. Worm's record is safe. Red score, 1 point. I mean, that is true. That is true. But this is looking very, very grim, to be honest. I just don't think double support works, to be honest. It's one of those things.
Grim isn't in this game, too.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
He's not playing this AT.
yeah. I mean, that's true. He was commentating. He was casting with awesomeness.
Yeah, I don't know how you got this mixed up. He's on NA. Teapot.
Yeah.
It's not on EU.
Well,
Yeah,
look,
completely different region.
honestly, the state of PvP, I can't tell. the
Boy's
difference,
almost
dude.
dead, but
Yeah.
wins a capture
HP
point.
bars aren't looking
I don't
great.
think. They just don't have the players in the positions to kill him, though.
Ooh,
you know?
and a massive stun from Abindo connects onto the to the Tempest and the Untamed. There was no stun break available, and that leads to an instant kill there with Sind leaping in there. HP bars were looking a little bit rough for Blue, but they've now recovered pretty well with some smart disengaging, bit of resustain there as well. Of course, here from the support chrono with Misha. And Red, they're trying to find an opening, but it's very much easier said than done, I feel like. And almost, thing is, I also feel like they're also slower than the opponents too. So they're really struggling in the fights, and they're also slower. Because you've got the Mirage and the Willbender, ways you just got the just the Willbender here. Like, Untamed, I guess, is like... I mean, Untamed is not that fast, right? Like, it's a little bit fast, but it's not like mega speedy or anything.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, they have to... They just got to kill, but... Breezes dies, and...
Boyce is win trading?
Boyce fed, yeah. He is probably win trading. Yeah, I mean, I think red team just have to snowball the map, and then maybe their comp works a bit better, but... Even then, it's just like, they can be forced into so many positions where they just have a support basically doing nothing.
Yeah.
And existing on a node, and not really providing any pressure.
Exactly. I think you're absolutely
by playing
right.
double support.
You're very much right in your assessment, right? Like, if they could kind of have their opponents on the back foot, get that snowball and establish map control, then that's when things can feel really, really horrible into double support. But 55, I mean, they are a team that's known to not allow that to happen very often against their opponents, and they're definitely doing that here. They're just not really allowing the red team's composition to really function. They're just kind of being ruthlessly aggressive, continuously attacking, just getting kill after kill, fighting their opponents, constantly outnumbering them. And, well, it's looking pretty rough. Okay, pretty rough here, that's for sure. Shaman, about to be eliminated. Intrig, I trust. Maybe should have trusted in someone else, because, like, Untamed is not that good, apparently. Although there is an Untamed on both teams, so, actually, yeah.
Did you see that?
Maybe they were right to trust in Trig, but Trig favored the blue team instead of the red team, I guess.
Trig did tell me he likes blue more than red the other day.
Yeah, and he also told you that he likes Magrest as well, of course.
Yeah, someone in your chat mentioned that the shaman fellow, the Chrono, was Denshi.
Yeah, apparently.
Which is a name I haven't heard in a while.
I'm not sure it's the same one.
Pretty cool.
Thing is, I know there's like a fake Denshi, so I'm not sure if it's like the same one.
Oh, right. Yes, yes.
I don't know if it's like that Denshi. If I doubt it, but honestly, who the fuck knows at this point? Like, can you change the TOS, Roy? Like, you're in charge of that, right? Can you just go and like make it so that you have to use a consistent name in PvP, and you can't have like random letters as your character name? Like, we just make that bannable.
Like, you have to sign like a contract.
Yeah. Like, if you queue PvP, you have to agree to a social contract, because it's completely it's ridiculous. Okay, it's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah.
Well, so it's the Denshi with the I, not the E's.
It's fake Denshi.
Well, yeah, but that's also still who I was talking about, because that's also a name I haven't heard in a while.
Oh, well, there you go, then. So, I mean, you kind of put yourself in, like, a no-lose situation, I guess, in that situation, then?
Yeah.
Dude, Boyce obliterates Cranel. That Untamed damage is looking broken, Roy. That's looking busted, dude. What the hell happened?
Speed got buffed.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, did you read the patch notes? Didn't you do a stream about it?
Yeah, I did. I don't remember any of them. I'm
stream?
a goldfish. I forgot instantly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man. Goodness me. Sakai gets destroyed. There are a massive burst of damage coming through from the blue team. And 350 points against 63. We buy bleeding out.
Do you think there's any other, like, let's say you wanted to make a double support comp work. Do you think... I mean, like, do you think you have to remove Weaver? Is like a Weaver problem? Because obviously we don't see one on blue team. Or do they need a Reaper? Because I feel like if you're gonna run double supports, you might as well have like really strong team fighting classes. Stands out as like a better team fighting DPS than some of the DPS red team have.
Yeah, you definitely could put that in there for sure. I think. I think Abindo has been a really big presence in these team fights, even with a single support. If you're juicing that Reaper with two supports, like we've seen that used to great effect actually by another team actually in this tournament that was running the Reaper. So yeah, like the red team just doesn't have a good team fight, right? Like they have the Willbender obviously in the double support, but is the Weaver doing that much in the team fight? I don't think so, right? Like Untamed is kind of okay, but it's not Reaper, right, in these situations.
Oh, blue team getting wiped. maybe?
Yeah, they're dying, but the game is kind of over.
Or
That's the
one
problem.
person dies, actually.
Yeah, like and Cranel also might get
Yeah.
counter killed as well, going for that chase. Yeah, like Drazov has that kill, but he's gonna go down himself here probably. So I think that this will end up being a rally in favor of red. Ooh, hang on, wait. Oh no! Yeah, there we go. Yeah, they do manage to actually
That
get
was
that.
close.
It was
Yeah.
a little bit close, but the cleave was going to be good enough there for the red team. 450
Listen,
points.
this is
though.
legacy.
I mean, yeah,
anything can happen.
Yeah. Anything could happen. I think it's
Just
maybe
like
a
that,
little unlikely,
blue
though.
team takes a
Drazzer is now
Yeah.
back in the mix, and I mean, blue is pretty much at the just stand on the point until the
Hey, hold
game
on.
ends phase at this point.
They had 2 people dead, and they still double capped the map.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. I mean, I think that, red team were really pushing for those kills to try and generate that last-minute momentum, and that did allow the blue team have enough time to get those disengages and stand on the points there. 486 points now, 490. And yeah, this is looking very, very rough for red. And when I say very, very rough, I mean very, very over. As the game ends with this kill, I believe. Oh no, he actually rallies, in fact, as Drazzer dies. Denying the game, ending on a kill. But it does end on a tick at 78 to 500.
Holy moly. So you see your stream title says Moda 3, May 31st.
Yep, that's the date.
Is that
I
official?
wanted to do it with the monthly,
Yeah?
but yep. May 31st and June 1st. That's Moda 3. There's actually a post about it on the website. If you have a team, you should message me because it is invitational. I will be looking at people who play the monthly and have teams. And that's it. That is the date. I will send some emails to ArenaNet. We'll get the prizing sorted, hopefully, with any luck. Should be pretty good.